Okay, welcome back to episode 4 of my Let's Play series. Thank you again if you're continuing to watch. I've already had some very nice comments on YouTube, which is fantastic. It's really great to see, great to hear that people are enjoying what I'm doing. I'm going to keep on doing this for as long as I enjoy it too, which I think will be a long time. So I'm starting off outside the house. I've made a few changes since last time. Last time was the exploring episode. We found that woodland mansion right at the end, if you remember, which was really cool. I actually can't wait to go back there. But I can't go in wearing this iron armor. As I said last episode, I will get absolutely destroyed. Which, as I said in another episode, maybe that's what people want to see. But maybe for the entertainment we'll go in and do something when we're unprepared. But that's to come. This is not for today. I did mention previously I wanted to collect some animals, so off camera I've been planting some more of these cocoa beans, and I caught a few passive mobs, sheep, cows, and this will be useful for leather. Books are always needed, always useful, and wool is absolutely great for... Oh, I haven't even got shears on me. Wool's great for building. I do like wool, mainly because of all the different colours you can get. Let me get some iron. So ores, whoops. 2 should be enough, put them in there. I don't need that. Perfect. Still crouching. I've got to sort this crouching issue out. That was the map from last time. That was the woodland mansion up the top. We got quite a bit done. Let me get this wall. And then, yes, so my plan for today is actually to do something a bit more chilled, which I actually love doing in Minecraft, and that's fishing. Fishing is really good. I am apprehensive because I know, having read, I keep up to date on... I try to keep up to date on Minecraft news and such, and follow certain people on Twitter, and obviously I'm watching update videos as they come out. And I've known for a while that fishing on Bedrock is much more lucrative than it is on Java. So I believe fishing was nerfed, so the rates for good stuff basically were reduced significantly a few updates ago. I don't believe you can get, or the chances of getting special books and bows and fishing rods themselves with enchantments on is much lower on Java than Bedrock. And obviously I've historically been a Bedrock enjoyer, so I've been very lucky with fishing in the past. But I do want to set up and start fishing, and I think, let's go back outside, I think right here, basically where we spawned, is the best place to set up a nice fishing hut and a dock, just leading out into the water, which is going to look really nice, I think. Obviously, this whole coastline I'll want to improve over time, but adding some small buildings like a hut to fish from and to store everything that we catch would be quite good. The water's fairly shallow here. I don't need to go too far down. Normally, for example, when you build these piers, you have them sinking all the way to the bottom for realism. You don't need that for Minecraft, of course, because things float. Case in point. But I'm not a fan of floating things. I like things to be structurally sound if they can be. So today we're going to build a fishing hut and a dock. But I'm going to need more wood, as usual. Always need lots and lots of wood. So I think, having described what I want to do, I'll make a shortcut. I've got to farm up a lot of wood. For you, this will be instantaneous. For me, I guess this is about half an hour's work. But I'll see you back in a few minutes, or in a few seconds actually, and then we can get started. And we're back. So I've been farming quite a lot of dark oak. I've got the composter going here. Obviously the bone meal that it produces is helpful for getting the saplings up quickly without having to wait too long. This is a good setup, of course. This is why you always need things like iron for the hoppers, just to automate processes like this. a skeleton farm would be much superior, but we haven't found a dungeon yet. And I will go underground again and start looking for these kind of things. I do want to find a dungeon. It'd be an easy way to find some name tags, some saddles. But name tags, of course, we can get from fishing, which is one of the reasons I want to get this started, because you can get some useful loot from fishing. Which, it's not exclusive loot, but comes back to this idea that I was saying earlier about only using enchantments that I found in books as well. And fishing is one way to get these books. This is the idea of not really abusing the villager trading system so much so you can just get so OP within a few hours of starting the game. Okay, so we're supposed to be building a dock with a little fishing hut and space for some of these boats that I keep leaving at the shoreline. Now I'm sure many of you have built these kind of piers before. Obviously there's a standard format to them. These pillars that would support the dock and the pier go all the way to the seafloor. This won't be too difficult, although respiration is very helpful to have if you do get it. I don't have respiration, but we'll just make do. So I was getting some dark oak. I think this will be a good wood to use. I've tried a trick in the past where you have a darker wood beneath the waterline to make it look like it's wet, and then you would have a lighter wood above the shoreline. Like spruce and dark oak would be good for that effect. But these docks in particular, I think they're best at the water level, so you're not really going to see that change in the pillars. So I'm just going to stick with the dark oak. So let's get started. We want to lead out maybe here. Don't know exactly where. This pillar will go, of course, at some point. This is definitely the best shore to use, and we can terraform the entrance and make it look nicer at some later point in time. But, you know, let's just start. So, one there. And we're going to have a 3-block wide pier. That's a convenient way to... That's a convenient width there. So, 1, 2, 3. This is the next one. Yep. 3. And we'll do this about 6 or 7 times outwards, just to give us something long that we can build on. Ah, that was one too high. Oh, I can't get back up. So we just want to be at the waterline here, at least for the level of the pier. That's what I would like the best. Oh, I didn't get that. Anyway, that time. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that is the next one. Easy. And if I just dive down each time and make this pillar at a time, I won't have any trouble with the water breathing. You can see how you get through a lot of wood in a short amount of time just doing these pillars alone. But that's the way it is. I would never have a dock that is not supported at its base. It just would look weird and it would annoy me for the entire time. And I don't want to be annoyed by my own builds. Perfect. It's going dark again. These days are so short. 1, 2, 3. Down a bit more. Okay. I've got to go and sleep now. Sleep quickly, come back. We'll do the last ones, and then we'll work out where to put the hut. We want to have a central pier and a hut, one side or the other, that we can store fishing equipment and loot in. And maybe also some little docking bays, basically, for when I do take the boat out. And I've already said, you know, I do intend to stick with a lot of the traditional modes of transport. Elytra will be used, but it won't be used as the main form of transport. I'd love to get a horse, actually. I need to find a saddle first. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 7 pillars. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there's a massive drop off there. That's like a canyon. Oh well. Maybe that's a good place to stop, although the other ones will intersect it. I have to consider remapping some of these buttons. This B button, which I use to crouch, which underwater obviously helps you go down. It's kind of like, what's the term? It's toggle. So you press it once and it puts you in a position, it keeps you there until you press it again, which is not maybe the best thing for this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, well, you very quickly run out of wood, don't you? As I said before. It's going to be a very long pillar. Hopefully I don't drown. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know why this is being so choppy. It's kind of like jerking around when I'm trying to go down. I'm not sure why that is, but okay, perfect. That's the 7th pillar. So we'll get, maybe I should have some, okay. So what would be good to have down the middle? Maybe some kind of like central set of lugs, give you a kind of like, you know, direction to walk. And so we'll try this and see. But maybe I don't want to have it as the same as the pillars themselves. So we could strip these just to give it a bit of alternative texture. And now it's easier to walk as well. So should I have, yeah, I should have brought I've got a crafting table. Should we strip these? See, this kind of stuff ruins your axe as well. I guess we're going to want steps. Stairs, I mean, so see how many that gets me. Okay. This probably won't be enough, but that's quite an efficient way to do this. Obviously arches are easy to do and they look quite good when you have these kind of builds. That's done then. So just the pillars by themselves probably wouldn't look amazing, but with this kind of curvature at the top, I think it would certainly look better. So this, there we go. Okay. No. Which one was the upside down one? That one. I used to have so much trouble placing stairs. I just couldn't understand how it worked. And eventually, of course, I worked it out. But the positional blocks, they can be quite difficult to work with. It's the first time I've made these dark oak materials. I wonder if this will just be good. Is it too woody? That's the problem with using lots of wood. Just ends up looking a bit too woody, so to speak. Put a few blocks in the wrong place then. That's the one I... If we're going to have an arch, and we need to have a slab in those positions, is to make sure it actually has the curvature. Which should be easy. Make some slabs. We need more than 6. And we need more... Oh no, we can. Okay. Every time. Okay, so let's go out on the water and see what it looks like. Yep, it's basic, it does the job. Maybe I could go one block down and make the arch even more obvious. I mean, I wouldn't see it much, because I wouldn't really be swimming when I'm drowning. Just do it on one, see what it looks like. So basically it's saying... Can I get it from here? Yes. I wonder if that would be... I mean, that wouldn't look too good, would it? It's hard to say. I think the... Maybe a stair... You can't... I need enchantments to make this faster. What about that? Is that better? Just doesn't look quite right, does it? Leave it with me. I'll cut now. I'll keep working on this. I'm going to drown again. It doesn't need to look good from under the water, but I would like it to look good from under the water. And of course it has no impact on anything really, it's just aesthetics, but I just want these things to look good because I want to be proud of what I'm making. Isn't that why we play the game? Okay, let me fiddle with this. I'll bring you back when I've got some idea what's going to happen. Got him. See you in a bit. Okay, back. So, yeah, I don't like this. So we're going to get rid of it. I think we're just going to stick with this. I don't know why I don't like this. I just think it looks bulky, top heavy. I'm not even sure what the right words are. Despite what I just said, I mean, I'm still happy with the other one. I just don't think that we will see this too often to worry about what it looks like. And therefore, these stair and slab combinations are fine by me. So this should match everything else. Yeah, it does. What's that? Oh, that's, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, so coming off the stock, I also added these, of course, because it's typical to have these just poking up above the water. I just kind of forgot that earlier. Maybe we could cap these off with trapdoors or something. Although I'm not a massive fan of the dark oak trapdoors, which look like chocolate bars, but they can be good for certain things. Oh, more pillagers. What are they doing creeping around my house? They're not trying to go inside the house, are they? They're on the deck. Unbelievable. Well, leave them alone. Hopefully they disappear. You probably don't want to see me fight pillagers badly again. I'd use the lava, but I just burned the house down. What was I doing? Yeah, I maybe misunderestimated how much dark oak this would need, as usual. So you might have to go back and chop down some of those trees. See, that guy's trapped. Well, they're both trapped. I need a good bow. I could get rid of them with a bow easily, and yet I don't have a bow. But of course, fishing can get me a good bow if I'm particularly lucky, which is the reason for building this. So we're going to extend off, as I was trying to start off here, in both directions. One half will be for the boats to dock. The other half will be a little hut that we can, well, store things in, as I keep saying. I don't know what to do at the end here, whether to just stop this, but I do like the length. I like the way it's poking out into the water. So we'll start with a little dock first, which I think should be best on this side because this has the most ocean. So if I'm going to go off into the water, I'm probably going to go in this direction. This is just a little bit too close to the land. So I guess we want to maybe not that too shallow here. What if we took this out? Oh no, it wouldn't really be symmetrical, would it? No, I think I'll leave this in. Sometimes I like symmetry, sometimes I don't like symmetry. I'm going to go and kill this guy because he's annoying me. Do you think I'm going to die? Set my spawn just in case. Oh, there's... Oh, he's seen me. They've all seen me. Okay. I thought those two had gone. We'll do this. We'll see what happens. Then we'll get back to building. See if they get... They should be able to shoot each other. Surely they'll shoot each other. Yep. Kill each other. That's easy. Can't seem to do any crits. Why is that missing? All my critical hits missing. Oh well, he's dead. And now I have bad omen, as usual. Oh, there's one more. Oh. Okay. I just need to eat, but he's going to come chasing after me. Yes, I'm a coward, so I'm going inside to eat. I'll just get my health back up and then I'll come and fight him. Yeah, PvP has never been my strong point, which is why I don't play on servers, or fighting servers anyway. Ah, it's raining. Haha. Okay, I should be able to kill him like this. Where's he? Has he gone? He's there. See, that wasn't working before. Obviously I was doing something wrong. I'm not saying the game is not working. I just wasn't doing things correctly, so let's just eat up again. That was fun. These pillagers, God. Let's get some more milk as well. It's one of the issues with having villagers around. But if you've been keeping up with the updates, we're currently in one version of 1.20, 120, whichever sub-version it is. It's, the main version is 120. And in 121, when that gets released, which might be kind of soon, raids will be optional. So if you walk into a village with the bad omen effect, you can stop the raid before it actually starts, which you couldn't do before. I don't know how I feel about that. I guess it's fine. It doesn't really affect me. I'm quite good at getting rid of the raids if I want to. In advance, of course, of going into a village. Well, I just put some lanterns down here, some torches, just so nothing spawned. Okay, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe that would be good. But we want pillars again, so I guess it's going to have to be 2, 3, pillar. 1, 2, 3, pillar. I'm actually itching to start fishing. I do like the fishing mechanic. 1, 2, 3, there. Oh, it's picked it up. One of these mods is putting it in my hand when the stack is empty, which is cool. Don't need that, but I'll take it. How have I got kelp before? 1, 2, 3. So you get to see what I haven't picked up as well by these notifications. New materials available for crafting. 1, 2, 3, pillar. 1, 2, 3, pillar. That needs one more. Okay. So we're going to have the same design, obviously. But of course, we're going to have space for some boats. Now I need to get some more slabs. I should just make what I need before starting to record. Oh, they're trapdoors. Of course, yeah. I knew that. That wasn't a mistake. I knew that was going to happen. There we go. Oh, I missed that one off as well. I'm missing these things. This is the clumsiest build you've probably ever seen. Let's get some torches down. I doubt anything would spawn here, but just in case. There's that wandering trader. Is he invisible? He must be on the water. And the sun's going down. They take invisibility potions at night, so the zombies don't get them. Thunder. See, I learned from watching other YouTubers that the rates of... You get better stuff when you fish, when it's thundering, supposedly. What? Oh, I thought I heard a pillager. What do you have? Nothing. Nothing worth buying anyway. Yeah, apparently if you fish when it's thundering, you get better loot. So that's a shame. Okay, I've got a feeling I'm going to have to chop more wood down. So what we want coming off here is some, I don't know what you'd call them, jetties perhaps. Like to dock the boats. So this kind of stuff, I might not keep this design, but 1, 2, 3. You can get a boat in there, surely. Let me just test this. Pretty sure you can. If you can't, I have to change this right now. Okay, Okay, coming in after a good exploration session. No, you can't. Okay, you can't get the boats in a one wide gap. Why did I think you could? So what are we going to do here? Do we have these coming off the pillars themselves? Probably have to, wouldn't we? Make the gap 3 wide. They better float back to the surface. See, if you're familiar with Bedrock, you know that block placement is also quite different. You can place in front of you on Bedrock, and you can bridge really easily. Yeah, this looks okay actually. I'm happy with this. It's a good solution. Yeah, you can bridge, so to speak, on Bedrock so much easier. But we're not on Bedrock anymore, are we? So let's get rid of some of this kelp. Let's do it the hard way. Yeah, the kelp is a bit... I don't really want all this kelp around, so I probably have to go down and get rid of it all. But this looks good. Let me just try... park up. Get that last bit of kelp. Maybe I should start smelting some kelp for fuel. Yeah, that works. Probably 2 wide would be better. Probably fits in a 2 wide gap quite snugly, but given the numbers I'm working with here, I don't want to go too wide on this part when I've got 3 wide here. It just breaks up a little bit too much for me, so I'm going to go out here and do another one on this side. Oops. It's not going to end. This is not the final design. I'll do a lot of detailing. See, on Bedrock you can place this, but you can't place it on Java. So I have to back around. Yeah, I'm going to do some detailing, of course. This is just getting the structure down. I guess these should be swapped for stairs, shouldn't they? Yeah, I'll change this. I might use some trapdoors to kind of like buttress off this end, because the exposed log ends, they can look good in certain situations, but not always. Do we need one this side? I guess it might make it a bit more symmetrical. I've got to admit that unlike horses, for example, I'm not going to have a favourite boat. So I'll just leave the boats wherever. But we could use some boats for decoration, of course, and make it look a bit more lively. This is looking good. So here's where I think the hut should go, just in this little depression here. Like the storage of the loot and everything else, we can kind of fish off the end. One of the things that's important for the fishing is that you're actually at the waterline. So the XP orbs that you get, if you're too high, they can't reach you. And although fishing is not the greatest source of XP, it's an advantage to get it if you can. So I need to keep this at the waterline here, which is fine. But yeah, I might add some signs or something just to add a bit of detail. But I'm rapidly running out of wood. I'm not going to have enough, so I've got to go and chop some more. So I'll cut this for now. Come back when I've got a bit more wood and we can carry on this build. Okay, we're back. I realised those last 2 segments were quite long actually. Just looking back at the recordings and seeing the length of them. So I decided to just do some more building off camera. Just do some little bit of detailing here. So I added these trapdoors, these chocolate bar trapdoors to the top of each pillar. The design in between each of the pillars is just fences and fence gates. I think it looks quite good. Still not finished, of course, but we're getting there. I haven't put them in all these spaces. These spaces, of course, are for the boats to arrive. I've capped off the ends of these lugs with the trapdoors, and these dividers are just dividing each of the bays, of course. have to work out how to light these up effectively. Maybe I can carry these pillars on up another few blocks and make a kind of well, a covered area, so to speak. I'm sure there's a proper name for it, but still. I switched out some of the slabs for stairs just up against the pillar, just to give it that little bit more kind of structure, I guess, and strength. Here is where we're going to have the little fishing huts. I'm happy with this tiny little boat area, I guess. Is dock the right word? I'm not sure. I keep using the word dock and pier and everything else interchangeably. They're clearly not interchangeable words, but still. Yeah, we're going to do something at the end here. This, I think, is pretty much done. We'll add some barrels for decoration and this kind of stuff. It's not done, but it's structurally done. What I might need to do now is maybe I'll do the end first. Make this look a little bit more interesting, rather than just carrying on the same repeating pattern. And then to the hut. And yeah, to save time, I want to have some fishing time in this episode and show you or record what I'm catching, so you can see how lucky we get. So I don't want to take all the time up with building, although talking as well and discussing things. I'll bring you back when this is done. We'll take another break for when the hut is done, and then we'll do some fishing and see if we can catch some good bucks, because I would love to start putting enchantments on certain things. Although I only have 2 diamonds at the moment, I can make an enchanting table, but it would be good to have some more diamonds. We'll see. I'll bring you back soon. Okay, back once more. We finished this little hut at the end of the pier. I think it looks quite good. It's simple, it's small, but it does the job. Probably should put some lights down there. It's easy to see in the dark, of course, where you have or haven't lit up properly. As I keep saying, this will not be what it looks like in the end, but just while we're in the building cycle. There's a drown down there. Yeah, it's a nice little hut. Some signs to give it a kind of stabilized appearance on the posts. I'm not sure. It's just little details. Just breaks up the monotony of the normal logs. I did andesite, stone brick, and there's some polished andesite as well. It's very simple. I actually like the flat topped roof with the dark oak poking out there. And this is great. Just keeps you in some shelter in case of phantoms or something if you want to fish in the night. So this is the second part. Got the dock, the end of the pier here, and the next part will be to do a tiny little hut right here. And I'll think of a good design for this, probably using this kind of block combination too. It seems to work quite nicely. What's it look like from down here? I think it looks quite good. Cool. So I'll go and sleep, and I'll get on to the last part of this project, and then we can start fishing and see what we can catch, which I think is going to be quite fun. Okay, just a quick nip back, bringing you back once again to show you the platform that I've built. This took so much wood. These stilts just go down so far. Some of them go down into that ravine that we saw right when we were planning out the build. It just takes an entire tree. It takes an entire dark oak tree just to get them down there. But I'm impressed. I like them. I like the way it looks like they kind of fade away into the murky depths. So this will be... Oh, look at that. Good timing. This will be a platform for a bit of a kind of fisherman's hut. And we'll try and make it look better than this. And have a place for storage and a few workstations perhaps. The moon, it has phases. I didn't realise. Not sure whether this is part of the shader pack or not, but it's obviously a different phase of the moon. Very nice. Okay, let's get going. Alright, we're back, and you can see I've got a lot done. It's a bit hodgepodge. There's a mixture of woods in here. It's very woody again. I'm not sure how to feel about that. The house is almost all wood with the deep slate trim. This has got stone andesite stone brick trim. There's a bit of variation. So it just comes off this main pier here. We've got the hut, as you've seen, and we've got, well, let's look inside. There's kind of like a deck here, of course. This is where we can store some boats. I just haven't crafted them yet, but they can go up on those shelves. There's some workstations for decoration. I like these chisel bookshelves a lot, actually. Front door with the bell. Can't ring it. Maybe I'm pressing the wrong button. I'll get a pressure plate there, because I like my pressure plates to make sure the door's open. It's not yet finished inside. I've kind of got the shell in, and I'll do the interior soon. I might have to cut this for the day. A day in real life, of course, as I've running out of time tonight. But I'll be back to finish this off in another day. Oh, more pillagers. What is with the spawn? This is unusual. Yeah, of course I'll be back tomorrow in real life, of course, to finish this off and record this last segment, and then we'll go fishing, I think. Because I really want to go fishing. I really want to catch. I really want to get a good bow. It's normally the way I get my bows, is from fishing. You can get some amazing enchantments on bows. It can be slow at the start until you get the actual good rods to use, but that normally comes with time as well. So, well, they're actually trying to come across. It's crazy. I might have to fight them. Go away from my fishing dog. This is easy when they're in the water. Oh no, you got me. Okay, I'm going to deal with this. We'll finish this off sometime soon. Obviously. Oh, I'm just getting killed again. Oh, they're getting me through the fences. Okay, I'll end the recording here. I'll deal with these guys, and we'll finish off the fishing hut and start fishing in the next segment, which for you will be a few minutes, a few seconds, but for me will be tomorrow. Anyway, enough of that. Goodbye. I'll see you soon. Okay, welcome back. New day for me. I've done some work off camera in the meantime. I really wanted to get this finished off, as I have been saying. This is just the inside of this little shack area. It's not meant to be a replacement for my house, so I'm not putting a bed or anything in here. Just some paintings for decoration, some lanterns, the odd workstation. I think the cauldron with the water here suits the build anyway. A bit of colour. I do like these cherry blossom tree saplings in the plant pots. It gives you a great bit of colour. So here's the front door. The rain is great, actually. It makes it really atmospheric. Here's some boats. This is where we're going to keep our boats. We can grab them. I've got a little bell up there as well, which I think is quite cool. Oh, I can't hit it with the shield. Never mind. I've got a few leaves around. I don't like to overuse leaves, but they can add a lot to builds. Here's what we did previously. You'll remember this. The back may not be completely finished. Obviously, we're just looking at this side. I'm not sure if I can do anything with the back. But I think this has turned out quite nicely overall. Maybe I'll put a torch up here, because it's a bit dark. Is that better? I might change the torches for something else. A lot of this lighting is temporary, just to make sure that nothing gets me. So it's night now. I'm really happy with this whole project, actually. I think it looks great. It's a really nice addition to the shoreline here. And there we go. We will do as I promised. We'll do some fishing. I don't know if I'm going to start fishing now. I actually don't even have a rod. I need to craft a rod. I'm not prepared for this at all. So I'll go and sleep. This, as far as I'm concerned, is done, at least for the meantime. I'm really, really pleased. And we'll do a fishing montage, just as I promised. Hopefully we'll catch some good stuff. I'd like to get a bow of some sort that will help me for the future, especially when we decide to go into the nether, because the nether is a very dangerous place. A bow would be very useful for these ghasts and such. But let me make a bow, not a bow, let me make a rod, sorry. We'll do some fishing and I'll bring you back in a few minutes time. Welcome back. So I crafted some rods. I've done 2 for now because the durability on an unenchanted rod is not very high at all. I'm going to do some fishing as I promised. Maybe spend 2 or 3 Minecraft days doing this. I might sleep in the meantime just to avoid any encounters during the night. But I do want to see what I get. So I'm on 21 levels now. I'm sure there'll be an XP gain. Hopefully I can get some nice treasure items. I'm really looking for a good bow, as I said. I'll either put this into a montage or just stick to the end. I'm not quite sure yet, but obviously at some point we'll all come back and we'll see what I found. So let's see how this goes. Welcome back. Okay, so we did fishing for 2 full Minecraft days. I broke the first rod, I used the entire durability. Caught some interesting stuff. So here we go. Let's open up the chest and see what we got inside. There was one nice thing, exactly what I wanted, and that was a bow. So, I mean, this is great. Power 4, Unbreaking 3. It's very good. Durability, of course, is nothing, but that's easily fixed with another bow. We can get that up. We can maximize it out again with no problem at all. Lots and lots of fish, of course. These pufferfish will be useful for potions later, for water breathing. Obviously, the usual type of, well, trash is what they call it. Saddles are useful. I've been wanting a saddle for a horse, and hopefully I'll go and tame a horse, maybe next episode. Some leather boots, tripwire, which I quite like using in interior decoration as taps. You put them above cauldrons and they look really good. Maybe we'll do that and then we'll end the episode there. And this final book, so I said from the start, we're going to try something different this time. We're not going to abuse the villager trading system to get books. We can use books that we catch, we can use enchants that we get from the enchanting table. This is not an amazing book, multi-shot. I don't really use crossbows, and fire protection is not the best type of protection you can get. But it's a start, and as I fish up better bows, like this is one of them for example, then we'll be able to get even better stuff, and it kind of snowballs from that point onwards. This rod, not bow, sorry. This rod doesn't have any of the so-called good enchantments on. You really want lure to speed things up and look of the sea to get better gear basically. But this is not bad for just a short amount of time fishing. So I think what we're going to do, I'm going to put this up in the fishing hut above the cauldron. Get inside. There. These things, they just look great as taps. So you stick them over cauldrons and it's that tiny bit extra. I love it. So, having said that, I'm going to get a pressure plate here and close the door. I think we're going to end the episode there. I really had fun this episode, so I built what I think is a really great pier, fishing hut, and we got some nice loot at the end. And I hope you join me for the next episode. I'm not sure what we're going to do, but we'll do something cool. I'm not sure why everything just vanished then. I guess it's a rendering problem. Okay, goodbye.